This tutorial is going to walk through the first couple steps of building our data dictionary. We're going to initiate a new worksheet, and we're also going to create the framework for our data dictionary table. So the first step is to add a new worksheet. We're going to click on this plus sign right down here at the bottom. You're likely to have another tab here that says subset A, subset B, subset C, subset D, as that's what you'll be doing your homework with. So just know that you'll have a little extra here, but you still should see this plus sign. So we'll click on that plus sign, okay? And normally if it's the first time you've opened an Excel workbook, it will say sheet 1. We'll double click on that sheet and name this data dictionary. And this is where we'll build our data dictionary table. Okay, so step 1 complete. The next thing is we have to build out the structure for our table so we know how to fill it in. So the first thing we're going to do is give our table a title. I'm going to click in cell A1 right here and just type a title that effectively describes what's represented in the table. So it's very important that we title all of our tables and visualizations so that whoever's looking at them actually understands what's being communicated through that visualization. So this is the data dictionary for housing market pricing analysis. That seems pretty descriptive. That's what we're doing. That's what these variables are intended for. Okay. The next thing we need to do is build out the column headers for our table where we're going to fill in all of the information. So the first column is the variable name column. We're going to type that in cell A2. The second column is the variable description column. We're going to type that in cell B2. The third column is going to be our general type. Type that in C2. Next one, in D2, we have the specific type, so fill that in. Next one, we have our measurement units. And in the last one, we have the variable dependence. Okay, so now we know what all this table is going to entail. Okay, we'll fill in each of these columns with the respective information. But let's do a little pre-formatting so we can actually read everything that we see. Okay, the first thing is we're going to merge and center the title over our table. So we know that these columns go from A to F, from variable name to variable dependence. So we need to merge our title all the way from A1, click and drag to F1. And then after we've highlighted those cells that span the width of our table, we'll come up here and click this merge and center option. If you don't have the full words merge and center spelled out right here, it's this little icon right here, and it's always going to be in the alignment panel on your home ribbon. The other option that you have is right click, and you have this merge and center quick tool right here from your right click. Next one, we're going to highlight these column headers, okay, that we just typed. We can't actually read the full names because they're not wide enough, or the text is just kind of spilling over the top of the text before it. So in order to fix that, we'll highlight these cells A2 to F2, and then come up here and click this wrap text icon. It's right above merge and center in that alignment panel on your home ribbon. And what that does is just wrap the text up in the cells so we can fully read the names. Still looks like there's something wonky going on here because some of the words are longer than the width of the columns, but we'll fix that in just a minute. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the wrap text from our quick tools, so the best way to get to it is through this alignment panel here. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is just widen our columns so that our words like description and measurement and dependence are not being truncated. So the easiest way to do that, at least in the short term, is we're going to click on the column letters above the columns that represent our table. So right above cell A1, I'm going to click directly on the letter A, click, and drag to F, Okay, now once I'm on F, I'm going to hover my cursor here over the edge of F until I see that multi-directional arrow pointing to the left and right, and I'll click and then just drag maybe an inch or inch and a half over to the right. Okay, now we can see all of those columns have widened by the same proportion. We can also adjust each column individually as we see fit, and we'll cover some more ways that we can do that in future videos.